In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of my brand new laptop. So let's get to it. So in this box right here, I have a business Dell laptop. So without any further ado, let's open this up. Now, I got this computer on eBay, and it's a Core i3, and I don't remember the actual clock speed on it, but by the end of this video, I'll fire it up and let you know what the clock speed is on it. I do know, however, that it has a 120 gigabyte SSD in it. Now, this machine in here cost $400. Fortunately, I had a 10% off deal on eBay, so I got $40 off the top. Then I had about $20 worth of eBay bucks. So all in all, I had about $60 off of the $400 price. So I got this laptop for $340 shipped. So that was a good deal. Anyway, let's get this thing open here. So the first thing you see here is the power brick right here. Okay, so we have the original Dell Latitude box here, and it's a Dell Latitude E5430. So let's see if I can pull it out of the box here. Okay, I missed this. This was in with the packaging. This is actually the power cord that goes with the power brick. So this is actually a refurbished laptop, and as you can see by the box, it's not a new one. But it's listed in very good condition, so I have high expectations for this. So let's see how this opens up here. So, here's the laptop. And if you've purchased anything refurbished before, this is generally how they're packaged up. Okay, so let's go through what we have here. The first thing is obviously the disc, and this is actually a reinstallation DVD. And it's Windows 7 Professional Service Pack 1 64-bit. So here is the documentation that comes with it, and here is the laptop. And it's actually a gray metal color, brushed aluminum look to it. And let's open the latch here so we can get this out of here. And there's actually a note in here from the seller. And it's just basically a thank you note. So this is a 14-inch laptop, and I've found that's sort of the sweet spot for me. I've had smaller laptops, and I've had larger laptops. And for a while there, I was using 15-inch laptops. But I've come to find that a 14-inch screen is best for my needs. So the first thing I like about this laptop is the unique shape to it. These days, you'll find that a lot of people are trying to make everything look like a MacBook. And to me, that's very boring. There's a reason I don't use Apple products anymore, and the way they look is one of them. Now, I know a lot of people love the way Apple products look, and that's great. Personally, I'm not a fan of their design, and I hate the fact that a lot of products out there are trying to look like Apple products. So the unique shape to this laptop I like right out of the gate. Now on top here, it's again a metal brushed look to it, and it's gray, and it has your Dell branding in the center there. On the back of the device, we have an Ethernet port, a USB port, and it looks like a plugged-up modem port. So basically, that's an option, but not on this computer, and that's fine because I don't have a landline anyway. You have your power port on the left-hand side of the laptop here. You have what looks like a Kensington lock on the corner here. You have some venting here. You have an HDMI port. You have an eSATA port. You have a probably USB 3.0 port here. You have your SD card slot here. You can pull out the blank there. And then you have your express card slot right here. And it looks like on the blank you have a letter opener on the bottom. You have a small ruler on the side, which gives you inches and millimeters. And then you also have a hole gauge, which tells you how big these holes are, so you can measure things out. That's actually a great idea for a blank. So it's not just a piece of plastic, but it's actually a piece of plastic with function to it. And on the back, as I look at it, it gives you a conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Very cool. On the front of the laptop, you have your wireless switch here, so you can turn off and on your Wi-Fi. You can have a couple of LEDs here, your power LED, your hard drive indicator, and your battery indicator here. Also up front you have the latch to open it up. As I showed you earlier, we'll get into the actual laptop in a second. On the right-hand side of the laptop here, we have a headphone jack, another USB port here, and we have a VGA port here. And you have a spot for the disk drive here. On the bottom of the laptop, you'll notice that it says refurbished here. And you have your docking port here. So if you have a dock like I have on my other Dell computer, you can actually plug it in and use it as a workstation. Also, you have your battery here, and here are your release switches here. You have 4 rubberized feet down here. You have some venting, and it appears the speakers are down here. So let's open this thing up again. And you can see the keyboard is nice and clean. Latitude E5430. You have your little nub here if you want to control the mouse, or you have your touchpad here, which is a multi-touch trackpad. You also have some buttons here for the little track point, and then you have your touchpad buttons down below, as you would expect. As I said, it's a Core i3 device, and we'll get the clock speed on that in a minute. Over on the right side of the machine, you have your power button, you have an LED here, you have your volume controls, and then you have a mute button there as well. Now the screen is 14 inches, and it's a matte screen. Up top here is a webcam, and then you have your mic here, and your indicator light here, and then you have another mic here. All around the screen here you have a rubberized lip, so when the top is closed, it's not going to do any damage to the keyboard. Also, you have your latch up here. That's something I do like on business laptops as well, is the latch. Some people might not find it necessary, but I like it. And obviously on the bottom here is where it latches in. Everything is a matte black plastic, very understated laptop, and I like it so far. Okay, I fired up the laptop as you can see here, and I wanted to get you the exact specs on the device. It's running an Intel Core i3 2350M CPU clocked at 2.3 gigahertz per core, and it has 4 gigs of RAM. Now, I'm not going to be using this laptop for gaming, obviously. It's running Intel graphics on the device, and everyone knows if you're a serious gamer, you're going to need an NVIDIA or AMD graphics chip in your laptop. Now, I went to the Dell website, and there are a couple interesting things here that I found out about this laptop. It has a magnesium alloy internal frame, so it's going to make sure that it's a very rigid device. Also, it has an anodized aluminum back here. So this is aluminum here, and it's anodized to give it its color. You have steel hinges here, and you have a zinc alloy latch. Again, it's business class hardware, which is why I bought it, and that means it's a tougher device. Now, it appears that there are 2 mics here on the webcam, and I believe it's a 720p webcam up top here. Now, over here, you can see that the power light or the power button is lit up when the device is on. Now, this laptop is not equipped with an optical drive, and that's fine. The cool thing about these business laptops is that you can swap these out. Now, this is a blank here. Now, I'm a blind typer, meaning that I never look at the keys when I type. But this laptop is actually equipped with a backlit keyboard. And I'm actually going to see if this is going to work. I have an overhead light here, but let's see if you can actually see. So there's actually 3 settings on this backlit keyboard. So I'm going to hit the function button and then this button here. And I don't know if you can see the keyboard lit up there. Actually, you have 5 different options, and this is the brightest here, and then you turn it off. Let me turn off the overhead light so you can see. So there you can see the backlit keyboard. Turn it off. Lowest setting, second lowest setting, second highest setting, and the highest setting. So that's actually very cool. Again, I don't need it, but it's nice to have. Now, this screen actually opens up past 180 degrees. Slightly past, as you can see there. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.